And good evening from Sefco Arena on the campus of Illinois State University. This is the IHSA 3A semifinal at the state tournament. And it's Quincy Notre Dame Lady Raider basketball here on MeccaSportsCo.com. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jeff Wellman as we get ready. The last game of the day, we've had two 1A games, two 2A games, and the first 3A game punching the ticket is St. Ignatius, waiting for the winner of this one. And this one is, of course, the QND Lady Raiders, 32-3 as they come in here. They made their trip through here. Of course, Jacksonville beating them 76-20. Springfield 46-42 with a regional title. The sectional at Glenwood beating MacArthur 62-53. And then thumping Mahomet Seymour 57-17. And then, of course, we were there at Taylorville, the super sectional on March 3rd. A great ball game. It came down 55-54, and that 54 was with a three-pointer and a bank shot late at the buzzer with Mount Vernon. And, of course, here we are. Now it's on the other side. Lombard Montini coming in 25-10 on the season. The Lady Broncos got one good ball player out there, and they got here this way. They played in the Elmwood Park Regional. They beat Noble Golder 76-3. Yes, 76-3. Elmwood Park for the regional championship 68-20. In the sectional, Chicago DePaul College Prep sectional on the 25th, beating River Forest Trinity 34-29, beating Chicago Prep in the championship of the sectionals 48-31, and then in the super sectional, Arlington Heights, they beat Grayslake Central 51-45 as they come in, and this team is a pretty good team. We'll talk more about that, but first we'll bring in Coach Pettit. And Coach, we were here a couple years ago, hope to be here next Monday as well with the Blue Devils. And, of course, the Lady Raiders have been here a bunch. This is the 9th time for Coach Eric Orn.
Well, and yeah, I mean, doing my, work on Montini, they play in maybe the best conference, in girls basketball in the state of Illinois with the Greater Chicago Athletic, or what is it?
Well, you said it was the GCAC?
GCAC, which is the Catholic Conference, up there in Chicago, and they have 3 teams, in the Final Four of 2 of them in 3A, and we just saw St. Ignatius. They're in their conference, and you got Montini, and then you have Loyola Academy out of Wilmette. It's going to be playing in the 4A tomorrow morning, in the semifinals. So they play in a tough conference. So don't be fooled by the 25-10 record.
And we'll talk more about that. In fact, during Coach's comments during this pregame, it'll be Coach Pettit and I talking, trying to catch everybody here. Of course, after the game as well, coaches go right to the media room. So there won't be any coming over here to see Eric Irvin or myself and chat there. So in the postgame, we'll actually try to catch up on that as well. But it's the pregame show, and it is state tournament. QND's been here before. It's the QND Lady Raiders and the Lady Broncos from Lombard Montini right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
This game is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. You can find us at MeccaSportsCo.com, on YouTube at YouTube.com/@MeccaSportsCo, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/MeccaSportsCo. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecca Sports Co.
And welcome back to the pregame show. Jeff Wellman, Dave Pettit here, and we talk about these two teams. Very familiar with this floor, and of course coming to the state tournament. Montini, in 2008, they were here in 89, 90, and 93. But in 2008, Jason Nichols brought the team up here, and between 2008 and 2020, 4 first place, 1 second place, and 5 third place in that 12-year stretch there. So they know what it's all about. And Shannon Spanos has come up. She, of course, is here. She got 3rd last year. after losing to Lincoln in the first game. No slouch there with Frobe out at Colorado State.
No.
And, of course, then winning against Darien Hillsdale South 45-42 for the third place. So she's familiar with it. So a well-steady program here coming out of Montini.
Well, you've got two of the best, excuse my French, Catholic programs, in the state of Illinois getting after it tonight. And this should be a monumental matchup.
Of course, we talked to Coach Orn, and of the years that they've been here, and Coach has been here 9 times. In some of those years, when we went in 2009, second, first, third. And in those 5 years, 30 wins every year. We came back with 30 wins in 21 and 22, getting first and third. And I just said hi to a couple of those girls that were big factors in here. Carly Gingebacher and Cassidy Gingebacher are both here. Of course, they have new names as they're married now and have kids as well. But they're up here with their mom, Rick and Becky. And so Rick's not working any games. But those were programs. And, of course, it goes back when we
way back when.
Yeah,
in our era, back in the, late 70s, up to the middle 80s, these programs, especially the Raiders, the Lady Raiders, were very, very good.
Well, and taking you back to there, I guess we'll take a throwback on that one. Started back in 81 when Ivan Brown from University of Notre Dame played football on the line on defense, was a stud in football. And actually he came down and joined the staff at Notre Dame my senior year. It was a heck of a reason why we played so well. He wanted nothing to do with women's basketball. Once he got involved with it, and he treated them just as men, as you should, he got second place. 82, Marvin Smith came in. Marvin took him to third with a 28-4 record. The next year, Marvin in 83, they won it all. First place, 30-0. And then 84, Jim Shields came in. They went 30-2 and went back-to-back first place. And, of course, Terry Ward brought him up here in 99 before Eric Orn brought him up in 2008. So some great history from both programs, and both of them are trying to create the next history as well.
Well, and I think you knew somebody when, those older years when, they played on the Lady Raiders that, led them to all those championships, your sister. Wow. I mean, she was one heck of a player.
Well, and the other girl in there who was playing point guard was Lori Vogel leading the team. She's on the far side.
Yep.
Lori used to broadcast basketball on WTAD with Sean Seacrease. Sean is there as well. They're both sitting with Tracy Orn on the far side. And, of course, Becky Winking. The team was loaded. And the year before, Kim Hessing, even going back to Kemner played until her senior year, but some good teams. But that era then in the 2000 teens might be hard to beat because the QND Lady Raiders were awesome. They went through all those girls we mentioned, a lot of girls, not just the Gingebacher girls. There were the Obert girls. There was the Barnes, and then you had Fergs coming up as well. So.
Well, and that's the one thing I look at this team right now. We have the Montini, the Broncos, the Lady Broncos, whatever they want to call them. I mean, they're all seniors. Their top 6-7 scorers, top 6-7 players are all seniors. You look at this Lady Raider team. I mean, we've got two seniors that out of the top 9. You know what I mean? So this is a team that can build on this, and get that, extra little step up because, I mean, they're very young and they're hungry.
And it's the pregame show, and, of course, Coach's Comments. They are brought to you by, Kunis Honda, Kunis Hyundai, Faith Family, and Giving Back. When we return, the rest of the pregame, the starting lineups, and, of course, the last game of the day, the state semifinals out here, right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
This stream is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecha Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit MechaSportsCo.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
And welcome back, pregame show. Eric Irvin over at Raiderland. The Raider Network was over here. He's the country company agent. Was honored out front. Had a green and white country company ball, but he also went in the Hall of Fame last year for media out here. So congratulations to him as well. As we get ready for the starting lineups, Coach, and it's here. Two good ball teams. And, of course, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here. We'll also have the national anthem and everything else. But, of course, our starting lineup brought to you by Blessing Health, Blessing Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. We've got you covered from head to toe.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us, and when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Back here at ISU, Redbird Arena as it was called. The Doug Collins Court, number 20 out here. They just did some new stuff on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sefcu Arena at Doug Collins Court.
Sefcu Arena.
Sefcu.
Both teams out shaking hands right off the bat. And I'm glad you're with us tonight. Of course, we are audio only when we come to state, which is fine with us. And you'll be able to watch it there on TV as part of the network, the IHSA network.
Well, make sure you re-listen to it and see how we call the game, because you'll probably enjoy it. Probably.
We'll give you at halftime the scores from earlier today, the 1 and 2A, that you've had a chance to watch, as this is the last game of the night.
Well, and Pecatonica is going to the 1A championship. That's probably 10 minutes from where I work from, up in Rockford. So congratulations to the Pecatonica Lady Indians.
As they first announced the Lombard Montini reserves. We'll go through the whole lineup. I believe then we go to the Notre Dame lineup, then come back. Montini will be the visiting team.
Well, Montini, you got to stop Kirsten. 18-1 a game, almost 5 boards and 3.5 assists a game. That's the person you got to stop. And then they got, 5 other seniors that are between 6.5 and 8.7, and then the 7th senior is averaging almost 4 rebounds a game that starts. So this is a veteran team, that knows how to play and has been through the wars, against a younger, maybe more athletic team in the Quincy Notre Dame Lady Raiders.
And of course the Lady Broncos, their colors. Just had it there a second ago. Obviously, we see the maroon, gold, and white. I was looking for the white on the uniforms.
Well, they're in their black. They're away blacks tonight. So, it's trimmed by the maroon and the gold and whatever.
Yep. And on the other side, of course, Notre Dame, their reserves are coming in as well. Blue, Vegas gold, and white in their home white tonight, by the way. And I always forget that Vegas gold when we're calling it out. We say, it's usually Navy, by the way. Getting it straight, Navy, Vegas gold, and white for the Lady Raiders.
Well, the Lady Raiders got their top 4 players, as far as production of Stratton, Pieper, Durst, and Bueller, and the one that I was really impressed with, the last game, in the super sectional, what was the sophomore Thomas. I thought she did a good job, was very active, very physical, handled the ball well, and handled the situation very well.
But I'll tell you, we called Pieper out as one of the best players. But, I look back at that. Tristan didn't score a lot, but she played strong inside. And the key was everybody came and picked her up on a double team so she kicked him out. But late, the rebound, the defense, and those last 2 free throws.
Well, and, the key tonight is going to be somebody that's going to have to guard her. I think we have to go in there early, tonight, make them stop her, because, their person that's going to be guarding them going to be 5'9", 5'10".
Here's your starting lineup for the Lady Broncos. Number 1, Nikki Kirstein. She's 18.1. Might be Stein. I was trying to listen there and didn't pick it up. Lily Spanos, 7.5 a game. She wears number 20. Audrey Kinney, almost 7 points a game, wears number 22. Almost at 9 points a game, Peyton Farrell. with 24. There was a Leslie Farrell that played back in the 80s with Susan at Illinois State.
Yep.
Wonderful. And Lauren Mellish wears number 50, rounds out the starting lineup. Shannon Spanos, in her 5th year, is the head coach.
Well, and Mellish doesn't score a lot, but she's strong on the boards. So I look for the Mellish to be matched up with Pieper, to start out the ball game.
And now for the Lady Raiders, their starting lineup, as I mentioned, in their home white. Number 4, Sage Stratton, the senior. The 2 guards are so strong, defensively and offensively. Another senior, that's Lauren Hummel, number 12. Lauren came out and hit those 2 3-pointers in that last game. Hard on defense, gets the rebound done. Tristan Pieper wears number 15 in the middle. Great hands, both ambidextrous when she shoots. Ari Bueller, the other guard, number 20. Ari's gotten stronger and quicker too, and that just makes that guard 1-2. And then Jenna Durst really complements that starting lineup. She can score. They all pass well. They play great defense, and Jenna wears number 21. Of course, the head coach, Mr. Eric Orn, a host of assistants over there.
Well, and the one thing I look about Durst, she's averaging almost 3.5 assists per game. So she gets out there, with the 3-point shots, and she will hit them. But when she starts hitting them, other people, cut to the basket, and she makes that extra pass. She's been very, very valuable, for the Lady Raiders on this playoff run.
Well, here we are, folks. We saw some of those thank yous there. Some of the people that have followed it along: Ed Schuring, Tom Lepper, Terry Grusenmeyer, John Spring, some of those people we have lost throughout the season. They also brought in Reese Ramsey out of Pittsfield, since those girls played with them. Those angels above, keeping an eye over on the Lady Raiders. Some of the great fans we've had over the years, too. So glad you're here. Wellman and Pettit here on this Thursday night. After tonight, we'll head down to Collinsville tomorrow night for Friday. The Blue Devils ready to take the 3rd game, the rubber match against the Ironmen of Normal Community. But this is where we're at tonight. Well familiar for the Lady Raiders.
Well, and hopefully planning out the weekend, it'll be, tonight, then tomorrow night, and the Blue Devils win in the sectional. The Lady Raiders win tonight. We'll be back here on Saturday. And if the Blue Devil boys win, Monday night, right back here.
Raiders will be right to left on your dial. Lauren Hummel in the center circle on the other side. Peyton Farrell.
This doesn't get any better.
And it's whiteout night as the fans on our right over here, the QND Lady Raiders.
What are we doing?
They're all in white. They're explaining how you have to be set up with your. You don't see a circle around there really, but
well, yeah,
you got to have your feet. They were staggered, and they were staggered a little bit. Here we go, ready to go, and the tip goes up. Raiders win the opening tip. Long pass down. Pieper inside, back out to Ori Bueller. Back to the top. Jenna Durst drives, pulls up, 12-footer, no good. Good look there.
Great ball movement by the Lady Raiders on the first possession.
Great pass down to Pieper. Pieper kicked it out to the corner. Back on defense, man-to-man from the Lady Raiders. Let's see who picks up the big girl out there. Shot from outside for 3, no good. Rebound bounced on the floor. Nobody got after it. Farrell picks it up, cutting to the basket. No good on the shot. Had a point-blank look, and that was Garland who's starting.
Well, long shots are going to be long rebounds, so we got to make sure we box out a little bit better.
We did not have Garland in the possible starting lineups, but they give you the possibles, and I was not looking up there. She wears number 42. Natalie averaged 6.5 a game. Raiders with the basketball in the half-court set. Bueller in the left corner. Man-to-man coming from Montini.
Get it to Pieper underneath.
Stratton gets in the right corner. Pass out high as Tristan pops up to get it. She sends it to the right side of the wing. Lauren Hummel with it. Patience from the Raiders. They are fronting on the other side. Long shot for Stratton. No good from 3. Good look. Pieper was the only one there. Had no chance at the rebound.
That's the one thing you get on these college courts. They're a little bit longer. Whoops.
Shot no good from the left corner.
Oh.
A great box out, and are they calling it on Pieper or Durst?
Durst, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, I mean, that was a good box out.
And really, Pieper was down there as well, so the first foul of the game will go against Notre Dame. Lady Broncos have the ball in the left corner. Starting to make a move, Kirstein. She pulls up, no good on the shot. Pieper with the weak side rebound. Nothing hurt on that possession with that foul.
Wasn't a good box out, but she pushed her little gal underneath the basket and then got the rebound.
Bueller left side, drives to the hole, Bueller takes it all the way to the hole, lays it up, and good. First score of the game. Lady Raiders 2-0.
The Lady Raiders in the 1-2-2, three-quarter court. Kind of got stretched out a little bit on that possession.
Lady Broncos set up the offense in the half-court set now.
But it didn't hurt them.
Kirstein being guarded by Stratton. Ball comes to the right side. Our Gartland, who was our starter I did not have, has the ball on the right wing of Bueller on her. Back to the top of the key. All five are on the perimeter. They make cuts, but they take the top of the key, the wings, and the corners. Shot no good on the spin move.
Great box out by Pieper.
Shot was taken by Farrell. Here come the ladies down the red side, the left side. Pieper at the top, pass to the right side to Stratton. Pieper comes over to screen. Sage comes back and takes the screen. Screen and roll all the way to the hole. Good pass by Stratton. Good roll by Pieper. Raiders lead 4-0.
I was going to say great passing, great roll, but I'll go with good. Well, we'll get great later on.
Keep adding them up in the corner. Looking away. Hits the three. Kirstein.
That's the one you got to find because she's a three-point shooter.
She looked away up and high like she was going to pass the ball. Defense stopped. She pulled up. 4-3, 5:15 left in the first quarter at the state tournament.
Well, I think she's taken 233s here in the year, and she played for 35 games, so you got 6 to 7 going up per game.
Gartland partially blocked Stratton's shot. It came up short. Lady Raiders didn't see it. Lady Broncos grabbed it. Good pass down low. Reverse layup. Oh, block shot. Lauren Hummel came down from the wing to block shot. Long outlet pass. Jenna Gerst. Jenna gets the basket. Durst released early. Hummel with a great block shot. We get the pass down. 6-3, Lady Raiders. And this pace, I tell you, with the Lady Raiders can take a few off the bench, is a good pace. We talk about good defense. They can play some good O. Pieper with a good job. Gartland missed the shot. Pieper tips it out. Bueller has it down the right side in the half-court set. Durst in the right corner. Bueller now sends it across the court. Hummel has it to Stratton. Stratton drives left baseline. Oh, good little shuffle pass around the waist. Assist, Stratton. Pieper with a basket. Lady Raiders up 8-3.
I like the way the Lady Raiders are attacking on the offensive end, and making them, making Montini double team and then finding the open look.
And with some good passes. Stratton with that pass around the hip.
Great pass.
Back on defense, man-to-man. Hummel out here on Kirstein. Crossover dribble. Ball pops up. Has to pass it left wing. On that left wing is Farrell. She comes to Gartland at the top of the key, being guarded by Hummel. Flash to the high post. Taken to the basket. And good. Good move there down the lane. I believe that was Farrell. She gets the bucket. 8-5. Lady Raiders still with the lead.
And I like that length of Hummel going out on Kirsten,
Reverse inside. Pieper. Shot blocked. In transition the other way is Farrell, who blocked the shot. Broncos crossover dribble. Kirstein. Bueller kind of came over to guard her, but didn't take that extra step. And an easy layup. She's got 5 now. 8-7. Lead by 1 for the Raiders.
Very good move. We need to locate her on the transition offense for Montini.
Thomas and Eversman over at the scoring table waiting to check in. Ball's over in the left wing. Lauren Hummel. Pieper flashed but didn't get it. Stratton now across the formation, flashed. Durst takes it to the right wing. Stratton starts to drive. Kicks it back to the corner. Bueller drops it down. Stratton has it. Kicks it to weak side. Durst goes left corner. Pieper starts to drive baseline. Off the glass, no good. Good move and a good shot.
I think Pieper's a little tired.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Roll run down this college floor with the extra 10 foot. Bigs are going to get tired.
And they're running back and forth. You got to get that second win first. Get by that beyond. Pieper come over to help. Got a partial. Oh, actually, it was Stratton came over to help. And Sage will commit the foul to be her first. Lady Raiders second. And with that, of course, one of the tiny things we have here.
TV timeout, baby.
Gotta love them. And we're going to keep it here, but not here, as we hear from the IHSA.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future. Just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me. Because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Illinois high school sports.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
And welcome back. Bring my volume down a little bit there. As we are 2:20 left in the first quarter, Notre Dame 8, Montini 7. Good ball game, and again, it's always going to be a good ball game when teams get to state. As sometimes they're overmatched in places, but if you got here, you've had a good year and you've had a good run in the postseason.
Well, when you look at Montini and the folks that they've played, even with their 25-10 record, in their conference, you have 3 teams, here at Illinois State, playing this weekend. You knew this was going to be a tough game. It was going to be a battle. It all comes down to, who executes better, and who gives a better effort on the defensive end, and plays smart. I tell you what, Kirsten, looking at her the first, almost 6 minutes, she's a player. You better control her, get the ball out of her hands, and I say with QND, I still think you have to go down to Peeper, underneath the basket to start with, let her go. But, I thought she was kind of, a little bit tired and, grasping for air, last couple times up down the floor. So, we may have to get her some rest and, make sure we're going down to her underneath the basket.
And, of course, you've got to get to that second win stage there to get through that. By the way, hello to Ted Wolf and Bill Trine. They made the trip up to Springfield. They were down at Collinsville the other night. They've making games everywhere. 1974 grads from CB at the time, as Farrell makes the first free throw.
And hopefully they're up here, and then we'll see them down in Collinsville, and then we'll see them back up here, and then we'll see them back up here again.
I hope so. Second shot is up, no good. Rebound inside by the Lady Broncos. Gartland had it.
Not a good box out by Durst.
Left side Broncos, 3, no good. Shot rebounded there by Farrell and ran into the left corner.
Offensive possessions, you can't get them 2 or 3 every time down.
Stratton had a steal, but then lost a hand on the ball. And after 2 passes, in for the lazy layup. Sub just came in. I was out to Kenny. She was in here earlier. So it's a 7-point run, now a 10-8 lead out of Montini. Lady Raiders with the basketball in the half court set, 4 in the perimeter. Eversman, who checked in, is in the high post. Stratton on the weak side. Check that, the right side. Into Durst, back to Stratton. Skipped all the way across. Kind of a tough
long pass, boy.
And you've got the number
especially
1 player
on
on
the
their
college
team.
Court.
Yep. Eversman at the top of the key. Brings it to Thomas. Thomas starts to make a move. Comes to Bueller. Bueller drives baseline. Drops a bounce pass inside. Eversman in traffic. Bumped on both sides. And there was good defense, but lost the ball. Eversman. Coach Orrin, of course, telling Bueller, shoot that ball in the corner.
Well, and to be honest with you, Eversman's a sophomore. Probably first time on this stage. That foul's not going to get called on this stage.
Man-to-man coming from the Lady Raiders again, still. Stratton on their number 1, Kirstein. Ball on the left side, they did a switch. Durst is on her now.
Ooh.
Jenna steps out. Ball comes out, barely hits the iron.
Nice box out.
Bueller got the rebound. She outlets to Durst. Jenna comes across the timeline. Jenna kicks it right side. Stratton passes the 3, goes under, all the way to the hole. Left hand off the glass, good. Save Stratton. Waited for the action to go by. Cuts off that 7-point run by Montini. We are tied 10-10.
Well, Montini knows she's a 3-point shooter. She had a good shot fake out there and then took it to the hole.
That's the nice advantage when you can shoot from outside and take it to the hole. Gartland made a spin. Actually kicks it back out. Actually, it was Farrell, excuse me. Man-to-man still. Kirstein being guarded by Bueller. Bueller with that right hand. She had that taped up a bunch, but we noticed on her free throws and shooting it didn't bother her. Stratton with a block shot. Ball hit right underneath the basket. Bueller picks it up. Here go the Lady Raiders. Bueller across the timeline. Right side Stratton. Drives baseline. Tries to go across the baseline to the left corner. Knocked out of bounds, Lady Broncos. So the Lady Raiders will have it under their basket. 8.6 seconds left in the first quarter.
It's running good out of bounds play. Good, a good shot up with about 4 and then hit the offensive glass.
Bueller having a tough time, throws it all the way back. That's all right, in the backcourt. Stratton went to get it. Down to 7. Sage brings it across. Right side, Durst. Durst to Stratton. Stratton throws it from way out, off the iron. Not bad. Coach Orrin, of course, wanted something set.
Well, he wanted something Durst to shoot the ball, when she had it with about 3.5 to go.
1 quarter in the book here at State. The Lady Raiders 10, the Lady Broncos 10. This is going to be a good one, and stay here right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Back here at Redbird Arena, as I call it, Sefco. That's the name, as it's changed a couple times. It's March Madness, the original, America's original March Madness right here, and I love it. Good action already. This weekend, of course, at Redbird Arena. Next weekend, back at what we'll call Assembly Hall, and where it was many years. Of course, the boys went up to
State Farm, I believe.
Right, it is. But it is what it is. And so, and on the other side, of course, Peoria, all those years up to Peoria. Those were some good years as well. First quarter's in the book, Coach. We had a couple small 4-point runs for us. The 7-point run by Montini brought them from an 8-3 deficit to a lead 10-8. And then that last bucket by the Raiders made it 10-10 after 1.
Well, my biggest thing take out of the first half is, if the Raiders, because, it looks like Montini's going to launch some threes, which is going to give them long rebounds. I think we gave up 4 or 5 extra possessions, on the offensive end for Montini. We've got to shore that up and make them one and done. And then what's that's going to do for us, if we can get those rebounds and push it out, that's going to open up our transition offense.
Good crowd tonight. Of course, it's kind of funny. The Lund family was down here, Dave and his boys, and it was so funny because I said, how did you get the front row? He said, well, we waited for Washington to leave, and when all those fans left, it was the student section, so they all became...
Speaking of Washington, where's Greg Leonard at? I thought he would be here sitting next to us.
I doubt that. I mean, even though his kids went to school there, I don't know how much he is there. I don't know how much he's in Washington. Seems like he's in the Lake of the Ozarks, the Leonard Adventure so many times as we see.
He's going to have to invite us down there
We'll give a shout
to
him and Terry McKay, and they do the old-time stuff, fishing and what the Ozarks were like. Here we go, ready for the second quarter to start off. It will be the Lady Broncos from Montini's basketball. Lady Raiders, Stratton, Bueller, Durst, Peepers back, and Hummel, the starting lineup. Kirstein on the other side. Pass left side to Gartland. Also in there, Kinney stays in the lineup. Ball goes inside to Farrell, back to Kinney. And now, after driving, kicks it out. Little 8-footer there. Farrell was just at the free throw line. She now has 5 points in the game, 12-10. Broncos.
I know everybody plays this switching man-to-man, but if you got one player out there you need to stop, you need to stay on her, because, Bueller switched it up, and then she ends up guarding up the big.
From the right side, Stratton drives hard to the hole, off the glass. Sage Stratton, her second bucket, and we're tied 12-12.
Good take by Sage.
Back in the set, working to our right, pretty close to our right, too. Lily Spanos in. Got to believe that's her mom coaching. Oh, a foul behind that. Not really. Hummel did not screen out. And coming down there, Farrell tipped the ball away. Lady Broncos have another opportunity.
Yeah, once again, another second chance opportunity for Montini Catholic.
Resetting the offense. Now Peepers out here at the top. Crossover dribble. Shot for 3. No good. Long rebound. Tristan can't beat her down there.
I do not like that matchup.
Just for the speed. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, Durst.
We got two gals on our team that can guard Kirsten, and that's Bueller and Stratton. Nobody else. Maybe Hummel.
Oh yes, I would say those 3 could wear her out pretty fast.
Well, and Hummel's her length, will bother her big time, and it did earlier in the contest.
Peeper has it, top of the key, bounces over here to the left side to Hummel. Man-to-man coming from Montini.
Go.
Oh, good pass from out high.
Oh, that's got to be a foul.
Good job there by Peeper trying to go to the hole. Blocking the shot, though, was Peyton Farrell. Here go the Lady Broncos in transition. Stuck on the left short corner. Their point guard's their last player, and their leading scorer down the court that time. Pick and roll, no Ball was tipped, but then it went right into the hands of cutting through there Gartland. Gartland took a shot. It was no good.
Now they Gartland kicked it, out to her teammate in the corner, and can't do that in basketball.
That's an advantage. The ball can hit your foot. Not every time the ball hits your foot, it's a kick.
But you can't kick it like she did.
Right. And have gained an advantage there as well. So we got a 30-second timeout. We'll take one, too. We're back as it's 12-12, 5:54 left. First half action right here, Lady Raider basketball, MeccaSportsCo.com.
This game is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. You can find us at MeccaSportsCo.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@MeccaSportsCo, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/MeccaSportsCo. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecca Sports Co.
Back after the 30-second timeout. 5:54 left in the half. 12 for Notre Dame, 12 for Montini. Notre Dame's basketball. Pieper throws it in and has to hustle all the way down. You'd think he'd be another guard down there. Stratton with it in the half-court set. Hummel pass to the left side to Thomas. That sets those 3. Bueller and Pieper the other 5 to make 4 and 5. Stratton across the formation. Pass, and of course knocked out of bounds. Over to the Montini bench.
Bounce pass might have worked a little bit better there.
Yep.
Bounce pass and then rip low and go the hole.
We talked about that all season long, how straight out people can get to those balls. Sometimes we don't see them. It's almost like it's invisible. Bueller on the left side.
Good
pulls
screen.
up. 15-footer. No good. Hummel tips it. Great job by Thomas grabbing it. Thomas tried to bounce it over to the right block where Pieper was. Knocked out of bounds by the Lady Broncos. So it will be Lady Raider basketball. Bueller will trigger it. Out to Pieper. 15-footer. Shot. Good. Tristan Pieper on the inbounds play. 15-foot. Nothing but net. 14-12.
No, whenever you can get her a free throw, get it for her because that went down nice.
She's got a nice touch. In the half-court set. Passing up the screen was Kirstein. Farrell was coming up to set that screen. Ball comes over to the right side. That's Kinney with her light pink shoes. Kirstein's got that left knee with a neoprene brace on it, so she must have had some issues with that. Cut into the basket, and the ball was a little too hard. The one-hand, left-hand pass went to Farrell and right out of bounds. Hummel's going to get a break now. Jenna Durst comes back in. Now, see, again, this is where maybe you don't want to bring your guards, but your post player have to throw the ball in and run down to the floor.
I used to always have my 4 take it out, so.
Around the left side, Bueller. Cutting to the basket from the right side is Durst. Durst on the block, turns around. Missed the right-hand shot. She is ambidextrous, too. Or just really good with both hands.
Good short look that didn't go in.
Lady Broncos have the basketball in the half-court set. Lady Raiders still with a 2-point lead. 4.5 left in the half. Good switch over on the far side. On the wing, Stratton almost get a 5 count.
Oh.
They throw the ball in, almost a travel. It goes to the right wing. Shot was no good, and rebounded by Thomas.
Good rebound by Thomas.
Sarah, nice job there.
In traffic.
Down the left side, Bueller. In the corner to Durst. Durst stops, kicks it back to Bueller. She's behind the screen. No good off the back. Long rebound, though. Rebounded by the Lady Broncos of Montini.
Stop the ball.
Trying to throw the ball, a little backdoor cut as Kinney tried to sneak behind Bueller. Aerie got her hands on it, so it will go over to the Lady Broncos under the basket. Box out of bounds play. That means 2 at the high post, 2 at the low post. Looks like a box, folks. Right side, Kirsten. It's a clear out, actually. Durst has to keep quick on the feet. 2 crossover dribbles, good job. Back to the top. Gartland's shot, no good. It was inside the 3. Tristan Pieper with a big rebound. Outlet. Here comes Durst to the basket. And they'll call the foul. Flashing by was Gartland. But down low, I believe Kinney was there. The trail official thought too much contact. Actually, the lead official thought too much contact. So we'll have a foul, and it'll be a media timeout. 3:46 left in the first half. We'll stay here on this 31 as it's 14-12 QND. Coming back, we should have Durst with 2 shots.
Yeah, good job, transitioning into, getting the rebound, pushing it out and getting a good look going to the hole, gets us 2 shots at the free throw line with the 2-point lead here. And this is going to be one of those that's going to go back and forth.
I've got to look all the way around the board to see if I can find who fouled there. You've got every stat you want, all the team fouls and the timeouts and everything.
Well, I'm confused, but that's all right.
We got points over there, and I love it. You got team stats, which 24% and 10% from three. But I'm trying to figure out which team that is, as they don't have it. It's on both sides. Really pretty, but I still can't find. Coach, can you find who they called?
Well, it looks like Notre Dame's shooting 0% from three-point field goal at 39, from two, and they're at 24 and 10.
That is right. And you can figure that out since we don't have a three.
Oh, yeah, it's.
But who was the foul on all those boards? Not one of them has who the foul was on.
No, you got the only gal that's got a foul for Montini is number 20.
Thank you, Coach. Lily Spanos.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And everybody else
where
got
did you
0.
see that out?
Oh, right over there.
Oh, I can't
Foul,
see.
0,
there you
1,
go.
0, 0, 0.
All right. I was trying to put that together so they've got the players' numbers all
and then
lined.
You got the points
and
the
points
players'
and fouls.
number, yeah.
Now, once you get it, it's easy. It just took me a little while here. No laughing out there, folks. Wellman and Pettit here, 3:46 left in the half after a media timeout, which are a little longer. A lot of the timeouts are like 1 minute,
They got to pay
seconds.
their bills too, because they're paying a lot of money to do this on TV.
Indeed. At the line
not this year, people. Sorry.
QND, first free throws on the night for them. On the other side, it's 1 for 2 for Farrell, and that was in the first quarter. Durst's first one came up a little short.
Well, and that's the one thing about playing on these college courts with the depth perception, with the basket, it's a lot harder to shoot in this situation.
Still 15 foot, right? As
yeah,
she misses
but
both. Oh, I agree with you.
It's just looking at the back when you got 12 feet behind you instead of 40. It's a little bit different situation. I've been in it before. 2
misses there. Lady Broncos have the basketball. QND still has the lead. Kirstein.
Stay up on her.
Coming in, drives through everybody. Off the glass, no good, but there's a foul.
Too easy.
And it was kind of Olay. She went right down the middle of the defense. And not one Lady Raider got her until the very end.
Way too easy. Way too easy defensively.
Called on Stratton.
You got to make sure she doesn't get to the hole. You got to make sure she doesn't get to the lane at all because she'll make a good pass for a layup also.
Her first free throw is good. That's Nikki Kirstein. 14-13 still Lady Raiders. One more here. Stratton with her second foul now. QND, 1 foul. Second one no good.
Oh, you got boxed
Luckily,
out.
Thomas almost didn't box out. Well, she didn't box out. Kirstein then tipped it, but luckily Pieper picked it up. 14-13. Lady Raiders with a 3:15 and counting in the half. Tried to go lob inside. Pieper wasn't there yet. So you got to wait till she gets to the block, or at least get to the block, and if the player's fronting her, get that hand up, and then Sierra can make that pass.
If she's not open, swing it back around the other side and have her come up to the elbow and catch it because she's very dangerous up there on the elbow.
Durst fakes the handoff, drives in. Good job by Jenna all the way to the basket from the right side. It's 16-13. Jenna keeps that dribble going and hesitates there, and once the defense steps off, she saw that lane.
Well, and that's the one thing about her. If they don't step off, she's going to make the good pass if you got 2 people on her.
From the left side, now back out in the wing. Thomas is guarding Kirstein. Nikki will bring it back to half court right at the Redbird. Screen coming on this side. That's Farrell. And a 5-second closely guarded.
Whoa.
Thomas was staying up with her. That's a tough call to make when there's movement going.
Well, yeah.
I always felt like,
I didn't think that was a good call, but we'll take it.
You're on the Raiders side here now.
Well, we'll take it. You know what I mean?
Showed it over there, actually. In the half-court set, Stratton back to the top of the key to Thomas. Right side to Durst. Jenna looks in, but sends it back to Ari. She's at the top of the key. Left side, Sierra. Good job of moving the ball around the perimeter. Allow us to see a screen and something happen.
Good patience by the Lady Raiders looking for a good shot.
Stratton starts to make a drive.
Oh, good
Stratton
take.
goes through everybody.
Yeah.
Stratton comes back to the left, and there was Peyton Farrell. She fouls, so that'll be her first foul. Second team foul of the quarter, and Sage Stratton will go to the line to shoot 2.
good patience, and then a good take by Stratton. I mean, great job by the Lady Raiders, on the offensive end on that set.
In that, too, you had Pieper on the far side, and she was trying to post up, and she was at the second block, almost at the high post. If you're going to be in that spot, I'd rather have you down between the first and second block so you're a little closer.
Yep.
And then with her hands, she has the opportunity to go left or right. But once you get that ball out a little too far, unless you face up and take the shot, you're a little far to get a good post move out of that.
Well, and, Pieper's very versatile to where she can get up to that elbow, turn face, hit that shot, turn face, shot fake, and then take it to the hole. So, I think they've set up a lot of good things here for the second half.
Should have had another point there, and it. She did make the second free throw.
Well, I think they called a lane violation.
Well, it was against the lane violation was actually against the Lady Broncos stepping in.
Oh.
So they must have brought somebody.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
there it is.
17-13.
Thank you, Coach. You know me,
good.
I'm on it, and it freaks me out when they don't get it right. 17-13.
Can't leave her.
Back to the top of the key. And there it is, the three-pointer. Coach nailed it. Kirstein hits the basket, 17-16. Lady Raiders inside 2 minutes left, first half action.
Cannot leave her.
She's the key scorer, so I'd be, put a double team on her and
or
box and one.
Well, like I say, she shoots, 7 3-pointers a game. You got to make sure that you don't lose contact with her because, she's the only one averaging double figures for him, and she scores 2.5 more times than anybody else.
Buehler on the left wing looking inside to Pieper. Kicks back out. Ellie Bozart's in the game now as well. So Bozart, Thomas, Durst, Pieper.
Oh, bad pass.
Yes, high-low.
We got lucky there.
And Buehler. And the problem there was the high pass, high-low pass. It was there. Tristan had her girl up, but she threw a line drive, lobbed that ball, give her a chance to go get it.
Well, and that high-low was from the top of the key, instead of the free throw line. And I thought Pieper had two people. Oh, that's a foul.
Stratton just went to the hole. She came back in, got the shot blocked. Rebound, and here comes the other way is the Lady Broncos. In transition to the left corner, quickly right back to the top of the key. Gartland with the ball to the right side. Kinney's drive. Buehler stops her. Backdoor cut. And there it was. She's so quick, you got to watch her. Kirsten and Nikki went back door, and it's 18-17, Montini. You don't want to overplay that much because she's got that backdoor ability.
Well, but you got to have your weak side help.
Inside, good move there, Durst. Durst passes left side to the right. Pieper scores. Give the assist to Durst. Pieper now with 8 points.
The offense needs to go through Pieper, excuse me.
Yep, and get it down low to her as well. Or like I said, pick and roll like that.
Well, pick and roll, get her at the elbow. But she's got to catch it below, the free throw line.
Right side, Kinney. Man-to-man still coming. Switch there, Buehler picks up on Kinney. Of course, the point guard comes out on Thomas. Nikki goes over to the left side. She's
better
out
guard her.
40 feet from the basket.
Yeah, well, 7.5, but she'll shoot it.
5 seconds left. Thomas playing D. I'll try a step back. She steps in. Misses the shot. Pieper gets the rebound. And it's halftime. Boy, that half went fast. Your halftime score, the QND Lady Raiders, 19. Lombard Montini, Lady Broncos, 18. Not a bad half, Coach.
Well, yeah, you've got two, I guess you'd have to say highly qualified teams, down there at the semifinals, even though, you look at Montini at 25-10, but who they play, they may be playing the best, women's conference, ladies' conference, gals' conference, girls' conference, in the state of Illinois. So, them coming in, oh my goodness, this is going to be a good ball game.
But Orrin and the Lady Raiders, their schedule is packed up with some great games out there. Hey, we've got 16 more minutes, but a great halftime in between. Come back and talk about this one. We'll tell you what happened earlier in the day and what else is happening as the halftime score, the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders 19, Montini Lady Broncos 18, and it's Lady Raider basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If
you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QND Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
This is what matters.
And welcome back to halftime here. Our score, 19-18, Notre Dame with the lead. And it started like this. Notre Dame scored the first 4 points of the ball game. A three-pointer by Montini. 4 points by Notre Dame. 8-3 Lady Raiders lead. Boom, 7-point run by Montini. It's now a 10-8 lead by Montini. Notre Dame with the last basket of the first quarter. 10-10 after one. First basket, Montini. We're back to tied 12 as the Notre Dame Lady Raiders score. Lady Raiders take a 14-12 lead, 14-13. 3 points later, it's 17-13. Montini comes back and hits that three-pointer, and then a bucket takes an 18-17 lead. And the Lady Raiders with the last bucket of the half makes it 19-18, and just what you expect, a very good basketball game.
You've got a bunch of, girls out here that are getting after it, especially on the defensive end, being well coached. I still think we need to, stay on Kirsten and not switch up, defensively so much. Put one person on, fight through the screens, and make sure you don't lose contact because, the couple times we lost contact, she made us pay. And a game like this, 19-18, a 40-point game on both sides, you can't have those lapses on the defensive end, to where, you've got your player that averages maybe 30% of your points, getting wide open looks, so, we got to do a better job defensively and, on the defensive glass, not getting them second opportunities.
Only 2 pointers in the first half, both coming from the other side of Montini, although the Lady Raiders have shot a bunch of them, though, and with that, Kevin Vandement and the Woodmart Building Center crew are waiting to give a couple shout-outs, so we'll give you a halftime shout-out there. You're feeling kind of lonely after some of them games when we're lighting them up every time we turn around. Here's what it looked like earlier today. Started off at the first game of the day, and I believe it was 9:30, in 1A, Carrollton, who in the old days used to have to battle Notre Dame in the 1A, 2A battles. Yeah. A lot of trips through Carrollton. They beat Cessna Park 55-39. Third place game, of course, will be at 9:30 on Friday morning. So that'll be Cessna Park against St. Edwards, who lost to Pecatonica 54-41. So Pecatona will go to 1 o'clock on Saturday, waiting for the first place game, and that is in 1A. 2A, Peoria Notre Dame, very good. They rebounded from last year. They're awesome. They beat Mount Carmel 61-35, and so Mount Carmel will play the third place game on Friday at 6 o'clock. Peoria Notre Dame, they'll go to Saturday at 3 o'clock as they take on Nashville. Nashville, good-looking ball team, 51-27 over Chicago Phillips. So again, we'll have Mount Carmel and Chicago Phillips Friday at 6 o'clock for third place. Turnaround on Saturday at 3 o'clock, Peoria Notre Dame and Nashville. First game here, of course, on the 3A. Right before, we saw Washington St. Ignatius. Ignatius came out with at least a 16-point lead to start the game off.
I thought it was 19-0.
It could have been. At 16, yeah. I started doing some other prep work for our game. But Washington fought back in that thing, got it within a 4-point game, I believe, and then St. Ignatius stretched it out 47-33 for the victory. So Washington will play tomorrow at 7:45 for third place, and they'll play the loser of this ball game. The winner will play at 6 o'clock on Saturday, the second last championship game. And, of course, St. Ignatius is waiting for the winner of QND and Montini, as Ignatius won, by the way, 47-33. And then the 4A doesn't start till tomorrow. The first game is at 11:30. After that, 9:30 1A third place game. And that is Alton, which we know so well, against Kenwood. Should be a great matchup. And, of course, the Blue Devils, the Quincy High Blue Devils from the girls' side. They're hoping that Alton wins it all, so at least their loss at the regional final was at least against the best team in the state. And then following that up at 1:15, Loyola Academy taking on Palatine Frem, and that should be a good matchup. The championship game, 8 o'clock on Saturday night. So a lot of good girls basketball here, as I say, at Redbird Arena. That's SEFCU. I think I can do that. SEFCU. There you go.
SEFCU.
I'll take the cue from you, Seth. And so it's halftime here.
At the Collins Court here at SEFCU Arena.
There you go. So there it is, Coach Pettit, Jeff Wellman. And we'll take another quick break, come back for more halftime stuff right here at the IHSA State Tournament for the girls. Great stuff here on mechasportsco.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
In the event of a sudden, serious injury to your bones or muscles, our orthopedic trauma surgeons are equipped to care for your injuries and optimize your healing. You can get immediate orthopedic care at our Level 2 Trauma Center or Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Back at Redbird Arena, Bloomington Normal, of course, ISU in the normal side of Bloomington. Looking up, we got the band, and of course we have bands that come in throughout. I do not know, they are purple, so we can throw out a few of the purple teams out there. Taylorville, Collinsville, see if any of those teams are in there. Probably, since this is 3A, Taylorville is a 3A school, right?
I
Yes,
think so, yeah.
because they, of course, had the regional over there, and that was the one that Chatham lost to Rochester in the first round on that. And, of course, Chatham was expecting to come back here with the team that they had at state. And that's another good tough places to come through and play. And, of course, Rochester had a play-in game first. So they won a play-in game, the quarterfinal, before beating Chatham. And then eventually I think they ended up losing to Taylorville, the host school. So first half's in the book. 1 point lead by the QND Lady Raiders. Your coach, Orrin, in the locker room, and what are you telling the girls?
Well, I think, we're doing a good job. I think we got to get Bueller, more in the offense, Stratton more in the offense. But I think to do that, you've got to get the ball down low to Pieper, let her go to work, because I don't think they have a girl underneath that can guard her. So, but, they're going to double team, they're going to whatever. So, when she gets it, she's got to make a good look, looking, cross court, for the wide open threes, to kind of open it up a little bit, and then she can go to work inside.
Good crowd here on the lower level out here. We mentioned the whiteout on QND over here right to our 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock angle. Coach, you talked about earlier the Lady Broncos on their staff, and I'm not sure if it's an assistant coach because there is a Wally Weisenberger and a Frank Kaminsky. Ooh, Frank Kaminsky.
Oh, that's the big dude?
It
might be his dad. Because Kaminsky didn't graduate. He's not that old. But he's 6'10", played for Wisconsin, then he's still playing in the NBA, I do believe.
And I saw that name, of course.
So that's got to be his dad.
Because I didn't think that the principal would be sitting on the bench, and Brian Casey's your athletic director, probably not sitting on the bench. And so it's either Wally or Frank, and Kaminsky is Jonathan Calvert too. But we'll give you a point on that. That might be a good call, especially with
Because he played. I believe he played in Lombard, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he was with Montini or not. Let me do a quick look here.
Good call there. And of course, I mentioned to one of our good friends from Culver, there was a Tom Spanos from up here, and I thought maybe this Shannon Spanos, who's the coach, might be some relation as well. So, Lady Raiders are in and out already as they're ready shooting around. Lady Broncos get there too. 2 minutes left before the second half starts. Lots of good action up here. And, of course, tomorrow we've already mentioned there'll be a full boat of action here. And then again on Friday. And we did, for those who in the past, they were doing all the third-place games on the second day and then sending everybody home. Kind of like the old days where you came up to state in the quarterfinal, and if you lost, you went home. You got to go to state, but you didn't get another game. It was now that they have the semifinals, finals here all at one time, you get 2 games in for sure. So if you've made it to here, past the super sectional, we don't have that stage of the old days of the quarterfinal. And we talked about that a little bit more in the 1A schools and maybe 2As. They have a lot more regional quarterfinals because there's a lot more small schools like that.
Yeah, a lot more schools. So, yeah, Frank Kaminsky played for Binet Academy in Lisle. Wisconsin played 2011 to 2015. 2015, he was a first-round pick by the Charlotte Hornets.
So there might be some relation there.
Let's go personal life and see what we got.
Well, while you do that,
married.
We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the second half right here. And Raiders lead this one 19-18. Lady Raider basketball on MeccaSportsCo.com.
This game is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. You can find us at MeccaSportsCo.com, on YouTube at YouTube.com/@MeccaSportsCo, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/MeccaSportsCo. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecca Sports Co.
And welcome back here as Coach doing a little research here. And you had Kaminsky at Lewis University, which is awesome. Of course, that's right down the road at Romeoville, playing in Quincy University. At one time, there was 3 Division II schools only in the state of Illinois. Lewis, Southern Illinois at Edwardsville, and Quincy College. Of course, some of those schools have gone on to Division I. Others have jumped conferences as well. Quincy College is now Quincy University. Good run for their girls team. Boy, the Lady Hawks at 15 in a row, I believe, at one point. Nice job in her second year.
Well, and, the things I always look at, start the second half, first 3 minutes are very important. Yeah, you know what I mean? You don't want to give up a 10-0 run, and you want to go on a 10-0 run. So, this is very important how they come out here, in the third quarter in this tightly contested ball game.
Couldn't find anywhere to stick my Tom Lepper magnet. Actually, the metal up here is just like Coach Bruner's truck. It's not made of metal, so it would not stick. Second half, we'll start with the Lady Raiders basketball. Tristan Pieper right in front of us, throws the ball in. Ari Bueller, Lauren Hummel, Jennifer Durst, and Sage Stratton. Working left to right on your second half. Man-to-man coming from the Lady Broncos. We'll give you their lineup in a second. Lob inside from the right side. There it is. You mentioned go into Pieper. She gets the bucket. Hummel gets the assist.
Great pass by Hummel. Great seal by Pieper.
21-18, excuse me. Lady Raiders are the lead and on defense.
I wish it was 28-18.
Yeah, no, it may have been a second. But Gartland drives to the hole. Nobody picks her up all the way, and Natalie Gartland hits her first basket of the ball game.
Got to do a better job of your, stay in front defense.
In the half-court set, Stratton back to the top. 2 passes over, now get to Bueller on the left wing. High post is Pieper. She gets the pass, starts to make a move to the left. Durst, no screen was there, so a pass to Stratton, sends it right corner to Lauren Hummel.
I almost rather see Durst catch that ball and shoot it because she was wide open for, probably half a second.
Durst looking out behind the college three-point line. A good 2 feet back. Stratton, right side. Stratton drives the hole. Good take. It rolled out of the rim and popped out as she took Audrey Kennedy to the hole. Right, a minute 15 here in the third quarter action in the half-court set. Driving to the hole. Bad shot here. Spanos missed the shot, but Lady Raiders gave her the lane to the basket. Durst in the half-court set. Jenna with the left-hand dribble, left side to Hummel. Hummel down into the corner of Bueller. Bueller goes on the block.
Pass.
There we go. Another left-hand layup by Tristan Pieper. Bueller gets the assist. 23-20 Lady Raiders for Pieper. She now has 12 points in the game. A timeout taken by Montini with 6:14 left in the third. Lady Raiders 23, Lady Broncos 20. Back with more Lady Raider basketball. MeccaSportsCo.com.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
Here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any two of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Listen to the student section up there, all standing up in their white shirts. We're yelling out Raiders. Coach Orn in his khakis with gray shoes, white sleeves, gray top. What do you call that with the cutoffs like that? It's not a...
Vest.
Yeah, thank you. It was pretty simple. I just couldn't get it out. Lady Raiders in man-to-man in the half-court set. Shot from the left side after a couple fakes. No good. That was Kirstein. Missed the three. Weak side rebound by the Lady Raiders, Stratton.
Good job of boxing out by the Lady Raiders that time.
Stratton was the trailer. She has the ball left side of Bueller. Pieper trying to post up on that corner. She's got Farrell on her. Pieper goes up to the high post. Ball goes to the right side. Durst has it. Backing in. She gets around. Then she uses Pieper. She's in there. Misses the layup. Got point blank. Rebound came Lady Broncos. In transition. Spanos, her three, no good. They put up a three. I guess she was behind the red line. The double line. Lady Raiders with the rebound.
Yeah, we've had a couple of good looks this half that haven't gone through. They could have stretched this lead out to 7.
Sierra Thomas is in the game now. So it is Bueller, Durst, Stratton, Thomas, and Pieper now at the high post. Steps out, gets the ball. Brings a dribble to the right. To Durst. Jenna looking. Got a little triangle offense here.
Not good spacing.
And we've really kept it on this side, keep working it, but it goes to opposite side. Pieper's trying to get big in there. Oh, Tristan should have stayed there because the ball got to the corner. She could have flashed down to the post for the easy bucket. Lady Raiders being patient, though. Left side, Thomas, Durst, right side. Good for three. Jenna Durst opens the can up. The three-pointer brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road.
Once again, the inside touches led to the wide-open three look.
4:25 and counting left in the third quarter, 26-20, Lady Raiders. You know, when Sierra Thomas came around the top, Gardner looking right at us,
oh yeah,
she looked like Mark, her dad. That's the first time I've really got a good look and said she looks like him. Left side, Lady Broncos. With the basketball is Farrell. Brings it back out high. 5 on the perimeter again for the Lady Broncos. They'll make cuts to the basket, but instead it's a long three. Oh, and hits it. Crossover dribble. Kirstein hits the three-pointer, her third of the ball game. Cuts the lead from 6-3.
I almost need to go out and make her not catch the ball, make her work to catch it, and then because that was too easy.
I would
catch
say
it and shoot.
Don't catch it because she's got a good dribble to the basket. She crosses over well.
But if you make her work hard to get the ball,
right.
It's going to take away those drives.
Don't let her have it.
Oh,
Pieper
good take.
Drives from the free throw lane. In with a left-hander, no good. Weak side rebound comes away Spanos.
Yeah, and the Lady Raiders didn't have anybody on the glass that time.
All the way down from the right side to the left side. Kirstein with the layup with the left hand. Good move. 5 straight points. Cuts the Raiders lead to a 1, 26-25.
Once again, we've got away last couple of possessions, but looking inside.
Yeah, we went to Tristan driving from 15 foot out.
Yeah.
She's sucking a little air there, and we always say, if you're going to rest on offense, not defense. But at the same time, when you're going to be the offense, you don't want to have to worry about it. Right side, three-pointer, no good. Rebound came out. Lady Broncos got a fast break. Great job by Ari Bueller.
Yep.
She cut off Spanos, knocked the ball out of bounds. So the break is coming for Pieper. Eversman as well, and during a media timeout with 2:53 left in the third.
Much needed media timeout.
Pieper gets a little extra time. We'll take 1, 2. Back with more. It's 2:53 left. Lady Raiders by 1. MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Back here, listen to the band a little bit.
The Purple Band. We don't know who it is yet, but...
Reminds me of the Purple People Eaters, the old Minnesota Vikings.
Alan Page, Jim Marshall.
Very good team. Carl Eller.
Wasn't Fran Tarkenton there too?
Scrambling as he was. The great scrambler that he was. Here we are right now with 2:53 left in the third. Notre Dame 26, Montini 25. Foul-wise in this quarter, neither team has fouled for the 5 minutes, so they played good defense. All of 4 timeouts left as well for both of them. QND's got their three-point percent up to 17 now. Still shooting 43% from the field. On the other side, 32% for Montini and 21 from the land of three.
Well, and we got to find Kirsten. You know, wherever she is, Kirstein or Kirsten, whatever, I mean, she's a player. And, you know, if you give her a little bit of space, she's going to nail that three. And then, you know, if you let her catch the ball and she shot fakes you, she's going to take it to the hole and finish too.
Doesn't have time to get that ball up either. Full court pressure coming against the Lady Raiders. Actually, it wasn't full court. It looked like full court because all of the Lady Broncos lined up at half court almost, and then went flashing. Hitting the bucket is Kinney, and it's 27-26 Montini. It's a 7-point run now after the Lady Raiders had a 6-point lead. Still third quarter action. Right side Durst back to the top. Thomas over to Bueller. Bueller over to Stratton. Stratton's going to go baseline. Stratton gets fouled, and that will be Gartland, her first foul. And the first foul of the third quarter by either team. Stays Stratton to go to the line. She was 1 for 2 in the second quarter. Lady Raiders were 1 for 4.
Well, they've done a good job of, you know, putting her in check, you know, the first 2 and 3 quarters of, you know, this game. You know, she's only got 5 points, and she comes in averaging 15.
Well, at her 15 as she hits the first free throw, you got to remember she works so hard on D, it's hit and miss when she needs to score. So when she's working as hard as she works on defense, those are times that she's not needed as much on offense. But our 2 guards both do that so well. And then when it's time to come up, like that last drive, Sage gets after it. And then look at that drive, makes 2 free throws, now 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. Regains the lead for the Lady Raiders, 28-27, 2-2-2. Left in the third quarter, room 222. Left side Broncos. Thomas almost gets a steal. Sierra, though, was following Kinney on the baseline.
Half a step slow.
Yep, and you'll get called for that. Sierra, her first foul, so 1-1 in the third quarter with 2:15 left in the third quarter. Box out of bounds play from the Lady Broncos. Spanos comes up, screens Gartland, pops to the left wing.
Watch Kirsten coming around the screen.
Comes around 2 screens.
She is.
Eversman, though, got out there on her. Hesitation. Bueller picks her up. That was a good switch there. Bueller with another switch. Ball around the perimeter, almost tipped. Now Kirsten gets a shot from way out left. She nails the three-pointer.
Well, and that's how the switches get you in trouble right there. You got to stay on her, switch everything else.
30-28, Montini regains the lead by 2 inside 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Bueller on the left wing. Eversman top of the key. Pieper getting a break. Jenna Durst steps behind the arch. Misses a 3. Comes back to the strong side. Stepping in to get the rebound is Farrell for the Lady Broncos.
Didn't like the shot, chance on that one. 2 passes and shoot a 3. Get it inside.
And a drive from the top. Gave a little ball fake. Farrell did. Got Eversman to make the move. Farrell went to the basket. Scored, and we have a foul, too. They call it on Marie Eversman. Her first foul. Second team foul against the Lady Raiders in the third. Pieper's back in the ball game then. Pieper and Durst will be down low on the free throw lane with Thomas and Stratton. Bueller comes back out high. Free throw no good. So no completion of the three-point play. 32-28, 4-point lead from Montini. Coach Orn with a timeout. We'll keep it here as Coach Orn wants to discuss this last minute 15 of the third quarter. And I imagine right now you're down 4, so you want to get a good score. And again, as we've always talked about this, when you get to 1 minute, are you looking for the last shot? Well, no, you're looking for if it comes down to that. But really, you're just looking for layups.
A good shot.
Yes, and if you can get that and take a look, go ahead. But at the same time, if you can go down and get this down to a 1 or 2 point game going into the fourth. Of course, after 1, it was 10-10. Halftime, Notre Dame led 19-18. And in this quarter right now, we've scored 9. They've scored 14. So
well, and, you know, most of it's been Kirsten. You know, Kirsten's got 19 points here. You know, we haven't finished the third quarter yet. You know, we've got to locate her on the outside. How many threes does she got? One.
She's got 4.
2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's one of those things to where, you know, big three-pointers like that, you know, you got to keep the ball out of her hands. I don't care. You know, I mean, she brings it down, throw 2 people at her, you know, and then have somebody, you know, face guard her, not let somebody else play 4-on-4. You know, and I think you'll be in good shape.
I don't think you really want to start. I mean, you can foul her because there's no foul trouble on our team. We've got 2 fouls.
Well, yeah.
One foul.
Well, no, you just face guard her and don't let her get the ball after you get it out of her hands.
Lady Raiders with the basketball.
And let somebody else beat you because, I mean, if you look at the other players on their team, they got, 13 points?
Yep. Right side Stratton back to the top of the key. Bueller from behind the college. Three-pointer good. Ari Bueller nails the three-pointer from way deep.
And we're going to need that. That was her 5th point of the night. You know, she's going to have to pick it up here, you know, fourth quarter.
Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. Get out and check them out today. That was not blue collar. That was just nothing but.
That was NBA 3.
There you go. Inside 40 seconds. Notre Dame down by 1, 32-31, third quarter action. Good defense there on Thomas, almost leaning in a little bit there on Kinney. Back to the top of the key, actually back to half court.
I don't like this matchup with Kirsten, you know, against Durst.
There's the switch there. So now Garland has Durst. Yeah. Down to 18 seconds and counting. See, I don't even know if I let her have the basketball.
Yeah,
but she works to get it.
Still,
back at half court.
Make her work harder to get it.
10 seconds, Bueller's got her. Screen setting up to the right.
You wear them off for the fourth quarter.
Thomas is there. Oh, a tip. Good job there by Bueller. Now a shot. Pieper gets it. And the rebound, and the horn goes off. We've played 3 quarters here at ISU, the old Redbird Arena, now Seth Q. And the score, Montini, Lady Broncos 32, Lady Raiders 31. We're back with the fourth quarter. Not a Hey Baby on this one, by the way. And by the way, they were singing Hey Baby. We'll talk about that tomorrow night, as we'll have the Lady Raider basketball fourth quarter action right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
This stream is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecca Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit MeccaSportsCo.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter's about ready. Wellman and Pettit out here. Glad you're with us tonight. 10-10, 19-18 halftime Notre Dame. After 3, 32-31 Montini with 8 minutes left in this ball game. Good stuff. Also, don't forget to stick around for the post-game show brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. Brian Harms and company. For you back in Quincy, good chance to go over there tomorrow and talk about all the games you saw and what you're going to see on Friday night, maybe possibly Saturday.
And then possibly Monday.
There you go.
We might go 4 games in 5 days.
Well, we've done that all season long, so why not? What are we going to do on our day off? Well, like me, I'm going to drive all the way to Sycamore. And
Sunday, I'm driving to Rockford, and then I'll be back on Monday.
Sycamore had some nice wind up there in the snow. I was real close to you yesterday.
Yeah, big time.
Good ball game here. And like you said, Coach, Nikki Kirstein, she's got 19. She had 5 in the first with a 3. Second quarter, she had 6 more with a 3. This quarter, let's make it 8 and a 3. So if you're following that, she's probably going to try to get double digits. The key is no 3s in this quarter.
Well,
she's the only one hitting them over here. On the Lady Raider side, Bueller and Durst both have 1. So
well, like I say, when you shoot, almost 7 threes a game, you need to find that person and, make sure, especially, when she's averaging, 18 and the next closest one's averaging 8. Hey, you know what I mean? You got to find her. You got to locate her. You can't let her beat you. And that's the way I used to always coach. Is you can't let your best player beat you. Make somebody else beat you, or make it very, very hard, for that person. If she's going to get her 19 points, you got to make her work for it. But she hasn't had to work for it first 3 quarters.
They did get loud behind us all of a second.
Oh, yeah.
And that was Montini, who I haven't heard much. They've had a good game, but, of course, they were combating the Raider squad. Here it is, fourth quarter action. Montini with the basketball.
I still don't like the switches.
Drive to the basket. Ball goes back out. Good save over there. Farrell. Good help, I should say. Lady Broncos have to bring it back out. Durst is taking Kirstein out here. At least if she gets beat, she's going to have help. Left wing, Spanos. Spanos being guarded by her numeral counterpart. They both wear number 20. Driving baseline. Off the glass and scoring. Farrell. She's the other girl that has scored. She's got 9 in the game. 3-point lead by Montini. 34-31. Lady Raiders in their set. Oh, lazy pass from a distance. Stolen away by Gartland. Other end, Spanos. Good defense there, but Kirstein was in there. She gets it, just crawls over the rim with her shot. We had 2 Lady Raiders on defense, but both stayed with the Spanos. 1 minute in.
And the next 2 down were from Montini, and they scored.
And the one was the top scorer. Lady Raiders in the half-court set. Right side, Thomas. Top of the key, Bueller. Fake the 3. Left side to Durst. Stratton comes out from 4 feet behind the college 3-point line. Pieper did a great job of hustling on that rebound that went down in the right corner but couldn't track it down. 6:37 left. Ball goes back over to the Broncos of Lombard Montini.
5-point lead. Need to stop right here, and then need to come down and get a good look. We haven't had good looks the last 2 trips down. And now they come out and get it out of her hands. Now you can't let her get it back.
Yep. Stratton came out with a double team on Thomas, on Kernstein. Ball goes in the left corner, starting to make a drive, comes back out as Farrell.
Can't let her get it back.
There it is. Thomas now has to play some man-to-man as she brings it back to the top of the key. Actually, to the half court.
That's a good thing Montini doesn't run pick and roll, with Kirstein. You know what I mean? That'd be tough to guard.
Spanos off the left side. Drives, spins, throws it up. Off the glass. I didn't think she'd get it up on the glass of the rim.
No.
Almost went in. Rebound by Pieper. Here come the Lady Raiders. Thomas from the left. Drives.
Good take.
Goes up.
Foul.
And a good job there of pulling up what she did. One more step, she'll probably charge. But Sierra Thomas will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Lady Raiders on the night. Stratton's 3 for 4. Durst missed those 2 in the second quarter, so 3 for 6 for the Lady Raiders.
I love her game. I mean, long, active, physical. I think she'll develop into a very good player.
Now we need a little arch on that free throw shot there. Line drive there.
Didn't we see her miss 2 at Mount Zion?
Shooting a line drive like that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure who that free throw or foul was on. I'll double check that in a second here on the other side. Second one rolls in and out. So outside of the 3 for 4 for Stratton, we're 0 for 4. Inside 6 minutes left, down by 5. Lady Broncos with the basketball. Ari Bueller just waiting to try to take the thing away. Pass to the left wing. That's Gartland. Stratton was on her. Back to Kinney at the top. Kinney and Gartland. Nope. Has to come over and get the ball. That's Farrell. Farrell made a drive, a jump pass into the corner, driving from the left side. No good on the shot is Gartland. Rebound, Lady Raiders.
And on that specific possession, you have Bueller guarding Kirsten one-on-one. Ooh.
Durst goes all the way to the hole. Looked like maybe a bump and a foul. No call. Jenna kind of looked, but, that's the one thing about the Lady Raiders. They show no emotion on their face, so they get back and play defense.
And that's good coaching by Coach Orn.
Yep, 5 minutes left in this one.
Oh.
In a screen and tripping.
I think Ari kind of got into her and knocked her down.
From behind, yes. And then when you're tripping over a foot at the same time.
And that's our first foul, so we're still good. I think you got to be physical with her. Get into her.
Bueller's first foul as well, so 4:56 left in this one. Montini leads 36-31. Pass into the short corner. No good on the shot by Kinney. Weak side rebound, Sierra Thomas for the Lady Raiders. QND going down the far side, the left side.
All right, let's get a good look here, ladies.
Bueller stops in the short corner. Gets her girl up. Tries to take a shot. Gets the foul.
Good take.
Only the first on the number 1 player for Nikki. Her first for the Lady Broncos in the fourth quarter.
Let's knock these down. We haven't shot too well from the free throw line, have we?
Well, we mentioned the 3 for 4 from Stratton. Bueller, another good free throw shooter, though. Ari is at 5 points. She has 1 3-pointer. There you go. Thanks for making me sound like I know what I'm talking about. Bueller hits the first.
I don't.
One more. 4:40 left in this one. Good job and nice touch. Bueller Timeout taken. 4:40 left in this ball game. Montini 33, QND, check that, 36, QND 33. And we're back with the rest of this one. Lady Raider basketball, MeccaSportsCo.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game and performance. This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
SEFCU Arena. Wellman and Pettit. Thursday night in March. Love the madness. Montini's got the basketball with 4:40 left and a 3-point lead. Lady Raiders are putting in full court pressure. And in the backcourt, coming across the timeline, that was Farrell. Gets it back out to Gartland, setting the offense now. Kinney on the right side. Lady Raiders playing man. Kinney got by, but Bueller picked her up. Farrell on the block. Turnaround shot, no good. Good defense here of Thomas, who also got the rebound. Halfway through almost the fourth quarter, we still got 4:15 and counting.
Plenty of time to just execute on offense. I go down low to Pieper.
And keep playing good defense.
Oh.
Stratton from the right corner.
Wow.
And a blocking foul, and mainly just because Gartland had a little shoulder. Stratton was either going to step out of bounds. So a quick call there for Gartland, her second foul. Third team foul. One against Notre Dame with 4:05 left in the game.
I like how Notre Dame's being aggressive, taking the ball in the hole, to get Montini in foul trouble here in the fourth quarter. But then again, you got to hit the free throws.
Lady Raiders set up an offense. Bueller didn't have the shot, so she brought it back out. Lady Raiders on offense on the perimeter now. Stratton drives in. Stratton tried to get back out to a 45-degree angle to make the shot. A lot of contact there. Weak side rebound by the Lady Broncos. In transition, good pass over to Gartland running the floor. And good hands by Gartland because that pass was zipped across there.
And my biggest thing, the last 3-4 possessions down the floor, we haven't even looked at Pieper inside.
38-33. Montini with a 5-point lead. Pieper at the top. Comes right side. Thomas comes around to get it. Pass over to the left side to Stratton. She's being guarded by Gartland. Brings it out, gives the fist in the left hand. Now to Durst at the top of the key. Thomas screens down on the right side. Bueller comes out and gets it. We don't wait for Pieper to get over there in time to even set up to post.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Pieper now coming to the other side, and they're doing a front and behind. Stratton, three-pointer, no good. Rebound inside.
And you work the ball for a minute like that, and you end up with a challenge three. Not a good look.
Got to keep looking down low at Pieper and give her time to get set up. Spanos made a cut. She was in the lane and kicked it back out.
Way out of position.
Luckily, they brought it back out. That means the Lady Broncos.
Well, Montini's going to take the air out of the ball. With Kirsten, the way she can handle it, this is going to be a tough nut for the Lady Raiders to crack.
Back at half court, Gartland and Kirsten. Down the right side on the wing is Kinney. The left wing, Farrell. Running the baseline now, popping out to the right corner, Spanos. But all the ball, the action is out here at the top. Durst commits the foul as starting to drive was Gartland.
Notre Dame's second foul. They may have to start getting a little more aggressive on the defensive end, in order to get the Lady Broncos to the free throw line.
Timeout taken. We'll stay here, though, with 2:17 left in this one. 38-33, Montini with a lead. And really, nobody's gotten out. This has been the bigger leads right now late in the game, as it was 10-10 after one. 19-18 at half with QND with the lead. After three, 32-31. So we've had nothing but a tie and a one-point game for each team going into the fourth quarter. And that first 4 points built that 5-point lead up.
Yep. It's one of those things where, possessions, in this atmosphere, very important offensively and defensively. The Raiders had probably 3, offensive possessions that were empty, and, you can't do that in a close ball game.
Been a good day up here. We asked Matt with the IHSA if wanted to go out to eat tonight. He's going to rest. He was here all day yesterday, today, and of course in these type of activities when they're running IHSA activities for 3 or 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
All with games all day long.
I was thinking Tobin's Pizza tonight, but I think they'll be closed by the time we get out of here.
2:17 as I look up on the board again, 38-33. You know, outside of the, of course, usually on the later days when he gets championship, you can fill this place, but the student section's all filled over there, 2 sections. A bunch of the adults and parents straight across from us. Hello to all you out there that are listening and maybe watching the TV, but checking us out on the audio. We'll have the post-game show, and as I mentioned before, we will not have Coach afterwards because they do the interviews in the media room, so you have to go to the media room. Checking the media room out earlier. Nice room, but no hospitality. But I heard if you went to the VIPs or the coaches or all that, some good food, or at least the smell came out there with good food. You know why that is? That they don't want Jim Roberts coming to any of these things. Jim used to eat everybody under the table on those all-you-can-eat. Here we go, 2:17 left. Montini's got the basketball. They also have a 5-point lead, 38-33. Ball's inbounded. Durst is trying to reach. Good job by Jenna. Trying to tap the ball away, but also trying to commit the fouls to get to that shooting, and you start making an offensive-defensive transition and use the clock.
Well, and I don't think we have anybody in foul trouble, so, I think we're in good shape.
Jenna with her third on that one.
Yeah.
So now somebody else has to foul. Kinney. Oh, Jenna had a jump ball. Yes, they were looking to foul, unless they call that on Sierra or Ellie Bozart. Because when she made the spin, Peeper?
Wow.
Is that what you got?
I believe so.
Her second. I only had her for 1, but that's all right. But we are up to the point where we need to be.
Uh-oh.
Inside, almost a travel. But Kirsten steps back and hits the shot. The one person you didn't want to have the ball. 43-3. Montini with the lead. Durst fires from 3. Good. Jenna sets up, hits the 3 right away.
Big shot.
And, of course, brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. 1:55 left. Full court pressure being applied by the Lady Raiders. Kirsten running through, trips. Little push by Sage Stratton. Sage, it'll be her 3rd foul.
Oh, now she's going to shoot 2. I don't know if I want her at the free throw line.
Yeah, dead ball. She's 1 for 1 tonight, but yeah, on that one too. I didn't see the push, so she might have got pushed from behind, but.
Well, the Lady Raiders got to be aggressive here. Neither try to get the steals or put them on the free throw line and hope they miss 1 out of 2. Come down and, get a good look and hit a 3.
There you are, Coach.
Whoa.
First one's no good. Now, none of the Lady Broncos are coming in the lane. Lauren Hummel's back in the game, so Peeper, Durst are down low. Stratton and Hummel are up high.
That's one thing. Hummel, guarding Kirsten early in the game, I thought gave her problems with their length.
I agree. 1 out of 2, the free throw is good. 41-36. Raiders are down by 5.
Need a
right
good
side,
shot here.
Hummel. They look inside, not long enough. Now they go inside to Peeper.
There.
Peeper goes in stride. Good job, and just got it to squeeze over the rim there. It's a 3-point game. Full court pressure being applied.
We should have been doing that the whole ball game.
And I don't know that we need to foul her that far back. I almost wish you get the ball out of her hands, meaning Nikki Kirsten, and then foul the next person.
Yep.
But when you're trying not to kill clock, as I state, you don't want the clock to waste too much time. We only have 1:37.
And Montini's a well-coached team playing in a tough conference, so they know how to, keep the ball in your free throw shooter's hands.
First free throw is good, 42-38.
Still plenty of time in this ball game with 1:37 to go with only a 4-point lead. Even if she makes it a 5-point lead. Come down, get a good quick, missed it.
1 for 2. She's got 25 though on the night.
Come down, keep going inside, get it into Peeper and, look for that 3-point play.
Stratton instead goes from the corner. Oh, a great drive. She was point blank. Stratton was point blank, and the
Jump
ball
on, it's our
jumped
ball.
out of the rim.
Yeah.
But Sage stayed with it. We got an alternate possession now. Raiders
our
will stay
ball.
with it. Boy, look at that was such a good move to the hole.
Oh, yeah.
Would have made it a 2-point game. Coach Orrin wants to discuss it. He's going to stretch this one out to midnight. 1:25 left in this one.
I'm good with that. As long as we get the W, I'm good.
42-38, no doubt there. So, as we mentioned, stick around Hardy's post-game show. Yeah, we got nowhere to go. This is where you want to be. This is what you work for all season long to get the state. So once you're here, hey, let's work it out. Boy, Sage was right there. So now you want to at least get another basket, obviously, to get it to be 42-40, or maybe even a 1-point game again with 1:25 left.
Well, and you know what I'm looking at is let's get the ball down to Pieper. You know, and if they double team her, kick it out for the wide open three, either to Bueller, Durst, Stratton. I mean, you know, everybody in there except for Hummel probably hit the three. You know what I mean? Besides
As he says, as she hit the first two of the other night.
Well, you know, I mean, you know, it's one of those things to where, yeah, and if they leave her open and she's got the wide open look, you know, knock it down.
4 Raiders
you know?
in the scoring column tonight. And, of course, we've gone to Pieper at least twice in each quarter. She's hit 2 buckets in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. She's only got 1 in the fourth, but at least getting them in there. She's got 14. Durst has 10. And then you've got Bueller and Stratton with 7 each. Box out of bounds play coming from the Raiders. Stratton to trigger it. Durst down low with Pieper. It comes out to Bueller around the perimeter. Into the right corner, Stratton. Starts to drive, backs out. Tries to go up to the top post. And Hummel was there, but so was the defense. I thought the defense knocked it out of bounds, which was the Broncos. They're going to say Hummel touched it last. So Lauren Hummel goes out with 117. Ellie Bozarth comes in, of course, with her defense and to maybe foul. I'd steal the ball first. Across the timeline is the point guard, Nikki Kirstein, to the right side in half-court set. And immediately Spanos got the ball. She has not scored yet tonight, so she'll have a chance right now with free throws. Pieper committed the foul.
Yeah, and she averages 7.5 points a game. So, you know, we've done a good job defensively on her tonight.
And I think a lot of hers might be driving to the hole because she's got some drives to the hole. Her finish has not been good, but some of that has been the Lady Raiders playing some good D on that. Spanos gets the first one. Scoring here for the first time with 1:07 left in the ball game.
Still only a 2-possession game. You know, we get down, get a good look, you know, put the pressure on, you know, get a steal, we'll have an opportunity.
4 Raiders are down in this. And the second one goes in too. Shannon Spanos calls a quick timeout after that. I almost gave that point to, I'm so busy giving them up there to Kirstein, I almost gave her that second free throw. As she does have 25 on the night.
25 of their 44.
Yep, just making sure that was not her free throw. So we've got 44-38. Last 4 points by Montini have been from the free throw line. They have missed 2 free throws in there as well. So as we set the stage, 1:07 left. Montini 44, Notre Dame 38. Raiders with the basketball.
Still a 2-possession game. You know, we have to be, you know, smart with the basketball. You know, come down, run our stuff. You know, I still think you go inside and then kick it outside, you know, for the wide open look. Because you need a 3. Or, you know, if you get it down to Pieper for a quick 2 and she gets fouled, you know, I'll go with that too.
Raiders working left to right, full court. Pieper and Bueller coming down the court. Stratton, Durst in the left corner. Right corner is Hummel. Durst fires from the left side. Good! Jenna Durst hits the 3 from the outside.
There we are. The drive and the kick by Bueller.
44-41. That 3 is all threes are WoodmarkBuildingCenter.com. And 2 quick passes down the other way. And it's a layup by Kinney. Brings it back to a 5-point game. 42 seconds left. Drive inside. No. Stratton had the ball after. Pieper got the rebound. Hummel took a quick 3. Came up a little short because defense was on it. Lady Raiders are point blank as Stratton and Pieper kept that ball alive. But now we're going to walk this way to the other end, Steven Tyler style. Not that you have to do it that way. 34.6 left, 46-41. And back to the number 1 player on the other side for the Lady Broncos.
Player of the game. Let's put it like
For
that.
their side, there's no doubt.
The way it is right now. If it ends up like this.
Yep. First free throw is good.
And this next free throw will make it a 3-possession game with 34.6 seconds to go. We got to get down there and hit a 3 and then foul immediately.
Second one is good. She got 27 tonight, 48-41. Lady Raiders. Durso, she just hit the 3. Goes in the corner to Bueller. Bueller, they looked down low, but then came back out.
Well, Montini's guarding the three-point line.
Yep, that's why I take the drive. Stratton takes the 3. It was partially touched. Now, was that not blocked, Coach, right in front of us? The ball hit the rim, bounced over the backboard, out of bounds, but I swear she partially touched it. Nobody saw it except for you and I in this line, or at least me. Down to 16-3, left in the game. Oh, Bueller almost with a steal. Good call there as it went off of Montini, but then it went off of Bueller. Official was right on that one. Good crew, no complaints. We normally don't have complaints. 15.1 left.
What?
Lady Raiders 48-41. Once in a while we do say something. Long pass. Now it's going in all the way for the layup. That's what happens when you overplay. Farrell in for the layup. Broncos with a steal now. 3 seconds left. And that's going to do it. Montini is going to advance to the championship game. The Lady Raiders will play for third place. Montini will improve to 26-10. The Lady Raiders will fall to 32-4.
And we have an all GACA or GCAC, final with Lombard, Montini, and St. Ignatius.
That conference is easy for you to say. Can you say that 10 times fast?
GCAC.
There you go.
There
Tough one for the Lady Raiders. It came in there where we were down by 1 entering the fourth quarter, 32-31. But that quick 5 points gave them a 5-point lead. Check that, 4 points gave them a 5-point lead. Raiders got 2 free throws, but then another 4 points. So now we're down 40-33. And then every time we got a basket, it was foul. 1 free throw for Montini, 1 more, 2 more free throws. They hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8 down the stretch, and then put in 2 buckets just simply because we were overplaying. And they close out the last 6 points of the ball game. Montini with a win, 50-41.
Well, yeah, they handled the ball at the end. To be honest with you, I don't remember very many turnovers for Montini in the second half. They handled the ball. They got good shots. Kirsten's a player. You know what I mean? At 5'9", senior. I think she's going to go somewhere D2 and play a point guard pretty well, at that level. And, she can shoot. She can handle the ball. She's a good passer, too. So, the Lady Raiders tonight, gave it everything they had. But, Montini had a little bit more at the end.
Indeed. Tell you, a good ball game here. Lady Raiders are still going to bring home hardware. So the key now is to bounce back with the third place hardware.
Yep.
And bring that in there. And, of
course.
What
I was always told, there's only 2 people that win their last game, of the year. It's the state champion, in the third place. And, to be honest with you, tomorrow, that's going to be a big game for the Lady Raiders, with their young squad, with juniors and sophomores, playing a whole lot of minutes. It's going to be a big game tomorrow to, propel them into next year.
And, of course, the seniors, Sage Stratton, Lauren Hummel, and the Reed twins, Abby and Carly, will be closing out their career here as well. But they're going to be closing out with some, like we said, medals and hardware.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. So, that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Stick around, though. We're going to have the Hardy's postgame show. Our coaches' comments will be Coach Wellman and Coach Pettit. And then we'll pick our player of the game for us, as we know the player of the game on the whole game was on the other side with 27 points. But the Lady Raiders, a great ball game out here. Proud team. Well, I tell you, it's been fun to watch them all season long. And, of course, some have watched them a little longer than others, but still enjoy that. We thank them for letting us tag along as well. Your final here at CEFQ Arena, Redbird Arena in my take, is Lombard Montini. The Lady Broncos 50, the QND Lady Raiders 41, and you've been listening to Lady Raider Basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
You know, here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any 2 of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And welcome back to Red Burn Arena. SEFQ. As the final score up here, QND Lady Raiders will have to play for third place tomorrow as they lose 50-41 to Montini. Montini will go on to play St. Ignatius, who we beat Washington earlier, 47-33. That game, of course, will be played on Saturday at 6 o'clock for the championship. QND will play tomorrow at 7:45 in the evening. So check that one out, everybody there. 7:45. It'll be Washington and QND. That's going to be a good ball game. And then a great game after that with St. Ignatius and Montini. So that'll be how the 3A wraps up. 4A starts tomorrow. And Alton, of course, who beat the Quincy High Blue Devils, but also beat QND in their shootout. They'll be taking on Kenwood and then Loyola Academy and Palatine Frem as we get ready for all the action here.
And if I remember right, Kent was the #1 ranked team in the state, and I think Alton's 4th. So, yeah, that's going to be a heck of a ball game tomorrow morning.
Yep, Alton and O'Fallon, both good teams there. Hey, let's break down the scoring order. First of all, for Lombard Martini, who improved to 26-10, 27 points out of Nikki Kirstein. Good ball player, hits 4 threes. Did not give her a 3 in the fourth quarter, by the way, but she was at the free throw line where she was 4 for 5 in the fourth, 5 for 7 for the ball game. Next up, it was Peyton Farrell. She had 11 points, 2 ahead of her average. 6 points from Kinney, right around her average as well. Then we have 4 points from Natalie Gartland. Gartland was averaging 6, so we really kept the other girls down a little bit. And Spanos averaging 7.5 a game, only got 2 points, and only 50 points for Montini. On the other side.
You know, Kirsten, 27 of their 50. I mean, she's a player.
That's all you need, right? She took the other people's average. On the side for the Lady Raiders, who are 33-4, will play for third place tomorrow night. They were led in scoring Tristan Pieper. She had 14. Jenna Durst had 13, including those 3 3-pointers all in the second half. 7 points out of Sage Stratton and 7 points from Ari Bueller. Also in the game, of course, for the Lady Raiders, Ellie Bozarth came in. Marie Eversman was in the game. Lauren Hummel started the game and played a big part of that game. And Sierra Thomas came in as well, missed a couple free throws, but she played good on defense. So, again, the Lady Raiders had a good ball game. Montini just had a little bit too much for them.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you give up, 27 points to their top player, and when we looked at it coming in, they knew they were going to have to, do something with her a little bit different, because of their scoring, the whole year and so on and so forth. And, the switching man-to-man didn't work up tonight. You know what I mean? Because there were too many wide open looks for her, especially in the first and second quarters, that kind of kept them in the ball game, where Notre Dame could have stretched it out a little bit, and made it a little bit tougher for them.
Yep, 10-10 after 1, halftime 19-18 QND, after 3, 32-31 Montini, and we close out 50-41 for the end here. And, of course, Coach's comments with Coach Wellman and Coach Pettit, brought to you by Kunis Honda, Kunis Hyundai, Faith Family, and Giving Back. Thank you all season long, guys. And, all right, let's you want to pick a player of the game?
It's up to you.
For
Who
QND?
you want? I love the way Pieper played underneath, and I think they didn't utilize her enough, to, put a lot more pressure, on the Lombard Montini Broncos. So, I like the way Pieper played. I like the way Durst played tonight, too.
There you go.
She hit those big threes. She handled the ball well. She took care of the basketball. I would go co-MVPs tonight.
There you go. Tristan Pieper and Jenna Durst, 14 and 13 respectively, and they'll get ready. Everybody will get a good night's rest. Tomorrow we'll be right back here at the arena. They will be back here as well. We head to Collinsville for the sectional championship. Collinsville and Normal Community, the rubber game. At Collinsville, Quincy High.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
We feel like we're at home down there so much that we might as well just call ourselves Collinsville. Not.
I hate that place.
And so, Coach, last thoughts.
A good effort tonight by the Lady Raiders. Time to get a good night's sleep. Come back tomorrow. And bring home that big trophy. And in this season with a good W, because you're playing against the number one team in the state, in Washington at, well, I think they're 35-2 now. So, it should be a heck of a ball game tomorrow night.
Thank you, Coach. Been a blast up here at Redbird Arena. Hope we'll be back up here on Monday. That's not up to us, though. Oh, well, yeah, it is. I guess we could drive up here either way.
Well, we're not coming up here unless Blue Devils are playing.
Okay,
Sorry.
there you go, folks. And so the final score here at CEFCU Arena, I got to remember how to say that. It's the Montini Lady Broncos 50, your QND Lady Raiders 41, and you've been listening to Lady Raider Basketball right here on megasportsco.com. Good night, everyone.
Mega Sports Co. is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Mega Sports Co., your streaming platform for all Quincy High School basketball. Like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube to follow the action. Just search Mega Sports Co. MECCASPORTSCO. And you can also find us at megasportsco.com for the full game schedule and more.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QND Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
Here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any 2 of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.